there, everybody. It is January 1st, though you are probably watching this video much later in the year. Well, hopefully not too much later. But it being New Year's, I feel like I want to try something maybe a little new, a little different, and yet working with similar techniques and also old imagery. This drawing was the inspiration for another collage. I'm going to put the name and the image here so you can reflect on that if you would like, and maybe watch that process video. What I want to do is take this image and place it on this map. It's a Thomas Guide, Los Angeles County Thomas Guide, and I would like it to be in a portrait orientation since the image is in that same, and she actually almost fits perfectly on there, so that's going to be a go. At least something to try. And it's, again, it's experimentation. I'm in laboratory mode, so I'm definitely going to be taking some different approaches just for fun. And I'm also looking to maybe do something that harkens back to my drawing practices, just to see what I come up with if I combine it with collage. And collage is not taking center stage, but I am going to be using some scraps just to maybe liven it up a bit. But it will be based primarily on the drawing that I created. So we'll see. I'm not sure where it's going to end up. I may not even post it. And then I'm just talking to myself. So I'm going to be using some ink pens and pencil and some Prismacolor pencils also that I have hanging about. I usually take some tracing paper and trace images onto maps and music sheets when I do these types of drawings. That makes me actually work faster. When I do a drawing that is straight from raw paper, which is always soothing and fun for me, I tend to work too long and I get distracted with other projects and I never finish. I don't think that'll be the case today, and again, I want to combine collage with this. So I have a lot of wonderful juicy scraps that I'm going to be pulling from. Maybe I'll use them, maybe I won't, you know how it goes. So I'm going to just go ahead into time-lapse, head into the zone, and I'd like you to join me. I'm having a good time with this. It's bringing back a lot of memories when I used to do these types of drawings, and they would be watercolor paintings or just, basic color pencil. And combining it with collage, I've done this in the past off camera, obviously, but this is the first time that I've attempted to do it here on camera. Now, this part where it says Los Angeles, I really want to keep that in, even though I made a little mistake. I wanted this image color to be the arm on this side, and it fits perfectly here. But if I do that, I cover up Los Angeles, and I don't want to do that. I love being able to work with ink this way because while ink is not forgiving, it is forgiving in this regard that I can make the line thicker. So if I do make a mistake, and you, my trusted gentle viewer, will know that, oops, if I did a boo-boo here, that's okay. I just draw a thicker line, and all that does, for me anyway, I believe it looks like a shadow and it adds to the piece. So we also created some lips here with a candy. I really like how that looks, and I'm contemplating, I did 2 little hearts. The reason I did the 2 hearts is because I wasn't sure if I wanted the dark part on the left side or the right side, and I think I may want to incorporate this lip imagery with the hearts, but I'm not sure just yet. Still working out the mechanics, making errors as I go along, and just changing my path. That's all it really is. But I think I want to keep Los Angeles. I like how this is looking. I really like how this contrasts with it, but then I may have to sacrifice the text. It's just more thinking that I need to do here. It will expose the map. It'll expose more of the, I don't want to say errors, but just, the imperfections, if you will, of how this piece is coming along. I would like some contrast with line. One thing that I remember from drawing classes is contrast isn't just about light and dark. It's about size, and it's about width. In this case, width being the lines, and that adds interest also. So I want to be cognizant of that. Whether or not it's going to be successful, I'm just not sure. So yeah, I goofed on this one. I wanted it to go this way. And this isn't terribly interesting. It's not terrible, but I'm probably going to have to go with this. And I'm thinking again about the contrast with the color for the hearts. Is the dark heart side going to look better with this yellow or with this? I don't know. I like it. It's okay. I really kind of had my heart set on this yellow. I guess I still could use it. It'll just be in pieces. I could do that, but I don't know. This is where you also get kind of, you feel for your stuff and you want it to be a certain way. I wanted this, I could use this yellow, but I've already used it for the left breast. No, I don't think I want to. Maybe I'll see if I have any more of the head pieces left of this piece. I have some, but I think the yellow is gone. So I'm working with scraps too, which is limiting, not in a terrible way. Maybe this, I don't know. Okay, well, let's get back to time-lapse and keep on working. This technique has been a lot of fun. I also feel I have more support using not only the stencil that I created from cutting out the image, but then the template that is, or stencil, I don't know, template, stencil, I'm still trying to decide. In either case, they act as tools, and it's just making the job, I shouldn't call it a job because I'm having too much fun doing this. I am, however, running into issue with how much ephemera I have, because I like to incorporate everything that I've been using throughout the composition, using that same yellow, some of the pink. So I noticed that in using a lot of the yellow, and I didn't have that much left. This is from the video I just did recently, Channels, and I love how it came out. This was a model in a magazine. this fine person, and I loved the pink, so I stole from it. I didn't use the model, but I definitely used the color. And I like how it is, there's these different shades going on, showing which corresponds well with the body that I'm building here. I'm also, I got to admit, I'm a little concerned how YouTube might view the video because I am showing the female body. This is what I used to do all the time, guys. This was my go-to, and it was actually not so much in terms of what I was drawn to create. I love the female form, and I always would draw these abstract, Picasso-esque images. It just made me, that's where my dopamine comes in when I am creating. So I really enjoy it, and I want to share that with you. And incorporating it with collage is even more exciting, and especially when I find something that I feel works really well. That's just the best way to start the year. So I'm going to continue with my cutting, choosing ephemera, but just to let you know, I am running into issue with how much ephemera I have left, how much ink I should use, and then I need to start adhering it to the surface. I've been doing a lot of work off camera on this piece, so this is taking a lot longer than what you're actually seeing in time-lapse and video. So I feel that we are on our way to completion, famous last words as always, and I may be deviating as always from what I was originally doing, and nothing wrong with that because I usually like what I deviate to. So I'm going to go ahead and start constructing it, kind of putting it together. I am keeping my stencils, my templates, everything up here in the corner because they are helping me quite a bit. I also am keeping the cutout or the true stencil to help me figure out where things are supposed to go. I'm not sure if I'm going to stay with this hair. I like the headdress that she has on, and also it was a lot easier. But I'm still going to keep working on it. And things happen also as I'm working on it, even as I am constructing it, putting it together in its final result. So let's see what happens. Okay, so I think I'm done. It is comprised of scraps that I had hanging around and an old Thomas Guide map. I am good with it. I did take the hair to another idea. It was cut out candy paper trays. Anyway, the candies also provided the lips and other parts. So I am pretty happy with it, actually. I like the way it came out. I didn't go with my own eye. I stayed with the design element that was in this part of the face, the arm, and this leg. I'm not thrilled with the hands only because I need to glue them down, I think, to make them a little more sturdy. But otherwise, overall, I'm pretty pleased with everything. I didn't use glue, as you could see, for the most part. I stayed with trusty double-sided tape. I really like this stuff. Came in with my black marker. I was thinking about maybe coming in here also, just to, I don't know, maybe I'll just leave it alone for now. I may darken it up later, fill in that space. It really helped cutting out the pieces like I did prior, and then stenciling or tracing them onto the picture plane that I was going to use, and of course having this throughout, it just helped how I was sectioning everything off. What I used to do was just try to put it together blindly without having anything to guide me, and I would get frustrated. But this time, it just worked better. So definitely a kind of a mixed media piece because I used ink. I thought I was going to use my colored pencils. I did not. That's okay. Maybe next time. So I hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.